Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 2 of the extreme difficulty Julii campaign, which practically means that we did start from Ireland, and thus far we have taken British Isles, and we will continue. And the extreme difficulty here means that well, of course the starting location, but in addition we cannot train any other units except Hastati and Equites until we have captured Rome. So Rome is our primary target, at least in near future. And apparently there is an additional difficulty factor because when I loaded the game, a rebel army kind of stepped out of Tara. So basically it seems that whenever I load the game, there will be a new rebel army next to Tara. So that's going to be rather interesting, at least at some point. But yeah, our goal in today's episode, I think we want to wipe out the Britons. So taking Samarobriva, Alesia, and then continuing pushing southwards towards Gaul, taking the modern-day France, fortifying the eastern border against Germanians, then laying a foundation for getting into Spain so that we can kind of leapfrog to Palma, from there to Caralis, and from there to Rome. Hopefully we don't have to engage other Roman factions before taking Rome. And I think we can actually begin quite nicely by taking Samarobriva. So let's get going. So they... oh. 2 units of Wood Warriors and a Chariot General, and actually enemy chariot poses always risks, and if we lose both of these armies, so actually I'm going to wait for those battering rams. So the risks are minimized, because if we lose both of those armies, it's going to be, well, quite bad for our plans in here. Perhaps we could make paved roads. It will increase trade a bit at the very least. And of course, in addition to those troop requirements, we can only have 1 general per army. So that's adds some extra difficulty factor in here. Oh, and I guess we will join forces with these guys, so... and of course we need to bring the fleet here, so now we can get out if the situation so requires. Okay, so battle for Samarobriva has begun. So the gates are open. I don't know if I should rush in there or prepare to batter down a section of the wall. Perhaps I will do both. So the answer is yes.
Your reinforcements have arrived. This is hopeful news indeed.
And I think actually some of the chariots outside, no, that's only their shadows. I was kind of hoping that we could engage them straight away, but alas, that's not going to be the case. I think cavalry is not that useful, at least initially, and we could bring this general here. Yeah, we can get a nice flank. I want to knock down their walls, unless I have to, because we don't have exactly too much money. Oh, well, that's... you guys just actually use war cry and then charge in. And we don't want you to go any closer. Because, well, they are chariots. Oh, well, that didn't go very well for the enemy king over there. The king is dead, long live the king, I guess. It might be prudent to pull back the cavalry a bit, but oh, the Woad warriors are coming this way as well. Okay, so I think we will pull the general back a bit more. Then let's position the cavalry for flanking attack. And you guys can go... Are they broken? No. So we might have a chance to rout... Oh, there is one unit in the middle of the settlement, so we cannot rout the whole enemy army. Okay, let's bring in the infantry. And let's make actually sure that Quintus doesn't get sniped. And yeah, these guys are rather tired, so they need to catch their breath first. But overall, I think the battle went surprisingly well. Mainly because the enemy bodyguard charged out of the settlement. So, once the troops are here, I think we will send... yeah, perhaps I should actually move the cavalry units out of the way. Oh. So I think we will actually send this unit on this side to engage the remainder of the bodyguard. These guys still need to catch their breath. Okay. Well, that went actually a bit better than expected. So, let's try to draw the Woad warriors out with Hastati throwing Pila. Okay. Come on. This is not going well at all. Okay. Let's slow things down a bit. And then let's move a bit closer. You guys get into position to fire the pillar. And the bodyguard... No. Not you don't go there. You go there. Okay. So if we could push them out from the city square, that would be just great. Then again, charging with cavalry from this direction might not be exactly the right way to do that. Where is the general? Hopefully not in the thick of the battle. But yeah, I think the day is ours, but this last phase of the battle could have gone a bit better as well. And since this is such a small settlement, I think we just should move onwards. So, I guess this is their main army. And we need to do something to beat them. So perhaps actually... Okay, so we can hold Samarobriva this way. We are not going to demolish anything quite just yet. So another question is, should we move to engage Senianus, or should we try to strike directly to Alesia? I think actually we don't want to leave that kind of enemy army to our rear, so especially as our rear is rather lightly defended. So I think we will try to engage this army first, and only after that move against Alesia. Oh, okay. That's some bad news. At the same time, Alesia is rather lightly defended as it is, and fortunately those Briton armies have not combined their full strength quite just yet. But still, it's going to be a battle in winter. I think we want to begin from this army. And we want to train more troops in Lugdunum. Could we actually construct something somewhere which might be useful? Well, of course we could improve the temples. And perhaps we actually... Well, actually that's a rather good temple. So in Samarobriva we could do that. Perhaps we should. And perhaps it could be for... Well, it doesn't need to be for Jupiter, so perhaps Ceres might be the correct deity over there. Okay, so it's probable that Samarobriva will be besieged next turn. Let's see what will happen. And of course, we might actually want this, especially if the deal can be sweetened a bit. Okay, so this might actually change situation a bit. Because it seems that Britons have only one settlement left. And it's relatively lightly defended. So it might be possible to bypass this army. It will take from them... Well, they can charge next turn, or perhaps a turn after that. We have some reinforcements nearby, so that's good news. Then again, the army is rather strong, so perhaps if we divert some additional troops that way and move the main army, if we can push this army back. Okay, we cannot do so anymore. Rather experienced. But yeah, I think we will need to wipe them out, and then we will march towards Alesia and try to take it. At the same time, I think we should bring... Is Lugdunum having low taxes? Yeah. So if we train as many troops as possible, is it actually possible to... Okay, we can move out only one Hastati. That's really a shame. But we could bring some barbarian mercenaries along as well. And I think we are going to do that. Oh. And now we are having issues with public order. Well, we can take one turn of rioting. Do we have new family members? No, we don't. Perhaps the road construction has to wait for a while. Okay, and now it's time for battle. Well, beating this army is a priority in any case. So we don't want them to join forces with that besieging army. And they are also blocking our approach to Alesia. And it's a forest battle. Okay. Fortunately, we do have a good general. I'm not referring to myself, but to Quintus. And fortunately, the enemies are not actually camping in a forest. So that will make things quite a bit easier. So they have wood warriors, warband, and one peasant as well. Let's not forget the peasant. And of course, when we get into position, we could use cavalry to and I don't want you to waste any pillars there. I don't know if that was actually intentional from the AI to kind of provoke us to use the pillar for that one peasant, or at least some of them. So, let's see if we could entice at least one of the units to go after the cavalry. And at the same time, the formation here causes them to adjust their formation, which of course will make things quite a bit easier for us. So now the question is, are they actually chasing after the cavalry or trying to pull back? That's not a very good charge. Are they pulling back? Okay, nice. That's it for this enemy army. And then we have to make some tough decisions about attacking Alesia or relieving Samarobriva. And I think we will actually take the risk. So let's begin the siege of Alesia. And we can actually hit it next turn. And yeah, I guess that's it for this turn. Let's see. So they don't have siege equipment yet. So we should have 1 turn time to take Alesia. Okay, so these guys are charging out. Gunfafer charging with only cavalry. Yeah, there might be some issues here, but I guess our best hope is to try to wipe out the infantry first, and then to do some tricks against that enemy general, if we actually could do so fast enough. So this gate here should be our way in. And of course, the enemy does have those chariots, so we need to be careful about how we manage our troops. I don't want to lose Quintus. Okay, the swordsmen are leading the charge. That actually might work into our favor. And you guys begin the charge, and when they turn to face you, we want to hit them from the other direction. Okay, the cavalry is out. And pull back. We want to hit those warbands from all directions as well. Or that warband. So 35 stragglers from that unit. And it seems the warband is going after at least some of the cavalry. Shaken actually not looking too good at the moment. I think we need to pull back a bit and make another charge. Okay, now they are out properly. And then let's box them in, and they are routing. We have the gateway, and at least the first phase of this battle has gone rather well. And actually now the enemy bodyguard is coming back inside, so I think at the very least, we should be able to force a tie in this battle, because they will be camping in the city center. And I don't actually want to charge this way against chariots. So let's form up in here. Okay, at least one chariot is coming this way. I think we will bring Quintus out. We don't want an accident that will actually get him killed. So, light cavalry versus heavy chariots would make a rather exciting battle. I'm not sure if I want to do that. One option, of course, could be that we engage them here with one unit, or rather tie them with one unit, or perhaps all of that light cavalry, and then we bring Quintus from the back. If his bodyguard could actually stop fighting against ghosts. And you last one can come as well. So the idea is that perhaps we could capture the city center. Okay, so the last bodyguard is coming that way as well. Apparently not. But since some of the chariots are here, so we might be able to pull the whole bodyguard unit that way. But perhaps actually we should position Quintus here, so if some of the chariots go this way, they don't accidentally kill him. The troops are fresh, so I think we are in a position to strike. And there is actually the enemy general in here. Okay, let's engage. Let's see what happens. Probably nothing good, but... And I guess you could hold and just fight. This is so sad. I mean, come on, they are not even hitting us back, so... Okay, nice. Of course, the thing is that if we don't actually take the settlement now, the settlement will actually become a rebel settlement. And we need to take it from a bigger army. So perhaps my decision making here wasn't quite optimal. But since these guys seem to be rather passive, let's see if we could actually achieve something. Well, that wasn't too efficient. Should we actually pull back now? Since they are rather passive. They have been rather passive. But if they activate, this might turn real ugly real fast. But... okay, yeah. That's the ugly part. Is someone actually chasing after them? Not apparently. Okay, let's have them catch their breath. So we have 52 and they are camping in the middle. So, a lesson learned, we need to pull back when they begin to move. But as long as they are kind of remaining idle, light cavalry can actually beat chariots. Then again, I'm a bit afraid that the morale of these guys is actually so bad at the moment that... So what's here? Who is killing? What's happening? Okay, there was apparently one chariot over there. Okay, that wasn't good. Not good at all. Okay, and I think it's time to pull back. Just to make sure that we don't suffer too heavy casualties over there. Perhaps you could... okay, so now you are running there. Let's have them catch a breath for a while and then go in again. So I'm just wondering how many of them we should be able to take down before our general or the bodyguard could actually finish the job. Okay, they are beginning to move, though not kind of that swarming move. I think we actually have this battle. Yeah. So this last part was rather... I think I have never gone against chariots with light cavalry alone and with relatively small numbers. I mean, 3-to-1 light cavalry versus chariots is, in my opinion, rather small numbers, but yeah, that went actually surprisingly well. And here I think we will exterminate. And let's see if we could gain some additional information. Perhaps we are willing to pay. Okay, so it's interesting to see if the Brutii have foothold in here. Perhaps not. So Britannia or Britons are destroyed, and we can secure Alesia. We could actually build even stone walls there. That's always nice. And perhaps we should go for paved roads. Let's reinforce the garrison there with one Hastati, and then we can begin to move other troops where they are needed. For example, in Alesia for retraining. So let's see about the other Roman factions. So Gauls have all of this. I'm just wondering what the Brutii and Scipii are actually doing. Well, at least making things a bit easier for us. So I think we will make two-pronged attack. And actually this army should be heading that way. So one army will strike south to take Lugdunum, Massilia and Namubasus, and the other army will go to take these two settlements, of which name I don't remember. Was it Lemonum and something like that. And now we actually have even some finances to make some buildings. And actually this should go for retraining as well. Okay. And we have a spy here, so Lugdunum will be rather tough nut to crack. But I think we should manage. Especially if we can draw the army out and, for example, face them on a bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, we are at war with. There are some Brutii armies.
Without delay, Your Honor.
Rather strong defenses over there.
General. Move out. Move out. Out of move, sir. Sir. Sir.
So that unit will go for retraining. Is actually... Which one of them is a better general? Oh, well, we don't want him to take charge of anything. Samarobriva, well, the public order is actually decent enough. So I think he will actually take charge of the settlement, even though he's a horrible governor. Some additional troops will never go amiss. And now about Alesia. How much garrisons we need to leave? Perhaps we will leave one barbarian mercenaries. Yeah, that's quite enough. Then it's quite enough. So we are getting into position to begin the Gaul campaign over there. Well, perhaps that can actually be worth it. No. Don't push it. And yeah, now we are having some issues with Samarobriva. Perhaps we should try to improve the culture a bit. Civilize them, so to speak.
Onward. Forward. Move depleted, sir. General. Forward. General. Orders.
Well, let's let the siege begin.
Settlement under siege, sir. 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 No more move, sir. Sir.
And from Londinium we can still ferry some troops across.
Off the boats.
And our diplomat in here, Skippy, I have a rather strong presence over there. Well, not actually that strong. Yeah, I think we have a turn. We could have ceasefire, perhaps. Well, let's make it so. An extra difficulty. We need to be at war with other Roman factions. We are kind of bitter that we got exiled into Ireland, so they will all suffer until we have taken all of Italy and wiped out all of those rival families. Okay, and let's drop the siege equipment. This time Hastati will actually need to lead. The charge mercenaries need to guard the flank. Cavalry will sweep in when the time is right. And I think we have a battle plan ready. Are they actually planning on charging this unit? Okay, and well, turning their back to a volley of Pila might not be exactly the best way to engage Roman infantry. And let's see. Let's send those guys to help over there and then see if we could charge warband head first with cavalry. Yeah, it seems our battle plan is kind of falling apart rather quickly. We need to break that unit. That's the key for at the moment. So we need to have these guys ready to take on the enemy general, and we need you guys to get out of there. And we need you guys to be able to do something, and I need to manage the cavalry a bit better. Okay, and you guys go to reinforce those mercs, and you guys... Oh, there is a tower over there. That's bad news. Okay, they are charging, so now is our chance. Ah, that's light cavalry, not the bodyguard. Ah! I mean, come on! They should be breaking already. I guess the enemy general is so skilled. Has so many stars that he's actually keeping his army fighting quite well. Now the bodyguard is coming, and that's an issue. Okay, and it seems we are achieving something in here. Good. So you guys... I mean, do we have time to warm up there? I'm not sure. Okay, great. Just take him down, take him down, take him down, take him down. We don't want to face him again because he has so many stars. Excellent. That's good news. So basically what we can do now is that we can pull back. And let's try not to lose this one unit of Hastati over there. Let's form another infantry line a bit farther back, so that we could actually be able to utilize some tactics against this swordsman unit. Nice. That's really nice. And now let's use the bodyguard to go in. To take the gate. That's warband and it's routing. And we have a victory. That's a nice victory. A really nice victory. It looked really bad for the first half of the battle. Or perhaps even more. But yeah, I'm really glad about that victory. I think we actually need to exterminate so that we can actually keep the population in check. And actually keep the the attack rolling on. So we have a new governor, that's nice, and we have another new governor, that's nice as well. And of course they will get straight away to the front. And we can begin the siege of Condate Redonum straight away. And probably they will try to relieve the settlement, which actually would work into our advantage. And we can actually even retrain some troops over here, so perhaps actually wiping the population out wasn't such a good idea after all. So next target will be Massilia. Yeah. And in order to take that, we will need to have some more troops. There is absolutely no question about that. So we could take these troops, but will the public order remain high enough? It will actually, yeah. So let's take a position on the bridge, and then let's begin to send troops down from Alesia. What if we take 2? Okay, good. Still manageable. Lugdunum is looking better and better. Alesia, yeah, these roads are rather nice. We can actually even raise taxes. About fortifying that eastern front, I think Alesia will be a key in any case. So let's build stone walls that will thwart Germanians quite a bit. And we could actually send this one unit of Hastati, but we are not going to do that. Okay, and we have a turn. Yeah, and they are trying to relieve. So we have Lugotorix here and Saximagulus. An interesting name. Warbands, nothing too good. Yeah. I think the enemy bodyguards are what we need to fear the most. Lugotorix will be charging our back, so I think we will deal with him first, and only after that turn to face the initial army. So the little village or the little Gaul village is over there, and let's see how invincible those Gauls will be after all. So Hastati will form the main battle line, and we will throw Pila straight away. Barbarian mercenaries are tasked with hunting down enemy generals, and barbarian cavalry hunting down the fleeing enemies. And of course, if we manage to kill Lugotorix and wipe out enough of his men, we will actually gain Condate Redonum straight away. Of course, that other enemy army is putting up a pressure on us. So I think we need to be aggressive here. So let's actually send these guys. Okay, you guys go there. And we should be able to fire those Pila rather soon. Yeah. Okay, some of them got away, and I'm a bit afraid it might be some too many. But that's it for Lugatorix.
Let us hope he does not poison the carrion birds. The enemy show
And we can turn to face the other enemy army. Well, perhaps I'm not actually counting on this unit to do anything useful over there. It's so depleted. The men are warmed up. That's rather okay, I think. Fresh, looking good. And, well, peasants shouldn't pose too much of a trouble to warbands. Not either. So I think the cavalry should try to catch the skirmishers and let's see how we will deal with the warlord. I guess... well, you will be used after all. Could we perhaps break this unit over here? Yeah. So let's move in to box. Okay. The AI actually managed to pull out from that trap over there. Okay, so that's why I don't like barbarian mercenary cavalry. I mean, skirmisher warband beating a full unit of them, that just shouldn't be possible. I mean, cavalry is counter to missile units, and here we are.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Well, I think, to be honest, I think Equites would have fared equally badly there. And let's see if they actually manage to kill our general as well.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
So these guys are firing at a couple of stragglers. Okay. I think we should actually be able to take the settlement as well. Yeah, nice.
Can I be of service? Without delay. At once. Out of moves.
Samarobriva has trader. Well, I guess improved culture is always improved culture.
Move out. Zero, Imperator. Ready to sail.
And we actually should send at least these two units to Alesia for retraining. Just wondering how much of a garrison we need. Okay. I think we are good to go to Lemmonum. Ah. That army is kind of thwarting our plans over there, so... And Nabomartius is the capital. I think we just have to gather some forces before we march onwards. Yeah. Okay, so I think this actually will be everything for today. So about achieving our goals, we did manage to wipe out the Britons, we managed to push almost to Massilia, and well, there are still 2 Gaul settlements here resisting us, so not quite achieved that goal, but I think I'm rather happy with the results as they are. And of course, it's rather interesting to see how badly the Brutii and Scipii have done at this point. Of course, they might have large armies over there already, but still, I mean, Gauls having Segesta over there, so that's rather bad for both of those factions, and so on. So this campaign, at the moment, seems to be a bit more or a bit easier than expected. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. And you can also consider becoming a channel member. You get some nice perks for that. You can use some emojis, you get that image next to your YouTube name in the channel, comments, etc, etc. That upgrades every month, and you get more to say what versus battles to make and what campaigns to play in the future. And very special thanks to the existing channel members, Napoleon Complex and Cossack Hussar. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.